Hello friends, welcome. This is Sagar Birde. We are dealing with electrical drives. Previously, we have gone through the introduction, the advantages, disadvantages, the major parts of an electrical drive, then the fundamental torque equations, the speed torque curve, then components of load torque, calculation of time and energy, and so on. Today, we'll be dealing with control of electrical drives. In that, first we'll see the common modes of operation of an electrical drive. An electrical drive operates in three modes mainly. The first one is steady state, second one is acceleration including starting, deceleration including stopping is the third operating mode of an electrical drive. Now, as per the equation T is equal to TL plus J d omega by dt, the steady state operation takes place when motor torque equals the load torque. The steady state operation for a given speed can be realized by adjusting of steady state motor speed torque curve such that the motor and load torques are equal at that particular speed. The change in speed can be achieved by varying the steady state motor speed torque so that motor torque equals the load torque at the new value. The figure shows when the motor parameters are adjusted to provide speed torque curve 1, this. If the motor torque speed and the parameters are made equal, then drive runs at the desired speed of omega m1 as it is indicated there. Speed is changed to omega m2 from here to here when the motor parameters are adjusted to provide second torque. So if I adjust the torque with this characteristics, the speed will be this. If I change the parameters, speed also comes to omega m1 to omega m2. When load torque opposes motion, the motor works as a motor, and we can recall that it is working in quadrant 1 or 3, and depending on the direction of rotation. When the load is active, it can reverse its sign and act to assist the motion. Similarly, drive operates in quadrant 4 and 2 depending on the direction of rotation. Mechanical braking has a number of disadvantages. It needs frequent maintenance and also replacement of the shoe of brakes, and its life is very low. The power is wasted as a heat during the braking, and these advantages can be overcome by the use of electrical braking. In that, the motor is made to work as a generator and it converts mechanical energy to electrical energy, which produces torque in a direction which is opposing the motion. Say we are using electrical braking, still mechanical brakes may also provide to ensure the reliable operation of the drive system. As we discussed previous, that acceleration and deceleration modes are transient operations. The drives operates in acceleration mode whenever there is an increase in its speed is required. For this, motor speed torque curve must be changed so that motor torque exceeds the load torque. The time taken for a given change in speed is always depends on the inertia of the motor load system and the amount by which motor torque exceeds the load torque. Say increase in motor torque is accompanied by increase in motor current. So by just increasing the motor current, you can get more motor torque. But here the care must be taken to restrict that motor current within the safe values for overall system, whether it is for motor or whether it is for electrical drive, say power modulator. So the care must be taken in such applications which involves acceleration periods of long duration, that the current must not be allowed to exceed the safe values, or you say the rated values. And when acceleration periods are short duration, a current higher than the rated value is allowed during the acceleration. Then in the closed loop systems, to get the fast response, the current can be allowed up to its maximum value to get the higher acceleration. This figure shows the transition from operating point A at speed omega m1 to operating point B at a higher speed of omega m2. When the motor torque is held constant during acceleration, say motor torque is held constant, omega, it is the A point is shifted to point B, and at that point the speed is omega m2. The path consists of A, D1, E1 and B. In this figure we have 1 to 5 are motor speed torque curves. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 are speed torque curves of a motor. Starting is a special case of acceleration where a speed change, that is from standstill 0 speed to a required speed takes place. So if you are running the motor with 1200 rpm, so starting is a special case where the speed change is maximum from 0 to 1200 rpm. So all points mentioned in relation to acceleration are applicable during the starting. The maximum current allowed should not only be safe for the motor as we discussed previously, but the drop in source voltage caused due to this large current should also be in safe limits. For each motor, a number of methods are available for limiting this starting current. For example, in AC motors, the starting torque per ampere has different values for different starting methods. When starting takes place at no load or say lighter loads, the methods with low starting torque can be employed. When the motor must start with substantial load torque or when the fast start is required, methods with high starting torque must be used. Motor operation in deceleration mode is required when a decrease in its speed is required. As per our equation of torque, that is T is equal to TL plus J d omega by dt, deceleration occurs when a load torque exceeds the motor torque. In those applications where load torque is always present with substantial magnitude, enough deceleration can be achieved by just simply making the motor torque equal to 0. In such applications where load torque may not always have a very high amount, or say where simply reducing the motor torque to 0 does not provide enough deceleration, then mechanical brakes may be employed to produce the required magnitude for deceleration. That is, electric braking and mechanical braking both are used. Now here both motor and the load torque, as we are employing the electrical braking, the load is also acting as a generator. It opposes the motion, as well as mechanical brakes are also opposing the motion. Thus, it produces a larger deceleration. Now, during electric braking, what happens? Motor current tends to exceed the limit values, the safe limit values. Depending on that, appropriate changes should be made to ensure that the current is maintained well within the safe values of the motor. When electric braking may persist for longer periods, then maximum current is usually restricted below the rated value. And when the electric brakings occur for very small duration, maximum current is allowed to exceed the rated value. Higher the braking torque, greater is the deceleration. It is inversely proportional. If you apply more brake, that is, you say hard brake, the deceleration will be more. So this is about the operating modes of electrical drives. In the next session, we'll be dealing with the speed control and drive classifications. Then we discuss the closed loop control of drives. We have different closed loop methods are there, say current limit control or closed loop torque control and all. We'll discuss that in the next session. Thank you.